Good morning, everyone. How are you doing on this beautiful Tuesday morning?
It is beautiful.
So here at the storage unit, real quick, first thing this morning, simply we had this tenant. They actually downsized, what, last week?
Yep.
Last week went to a smaller unit, no longer needed the big unit. So this one's now available. So just wanted to stop here. We got to put our lock on it for the next customer, but we also got to clean it out. And as you guys know, we've been painting the back walls. So we wanted to look at it because as these units become available, it's the first chance we get to really look in them since acquiring this facility back in December of 2021. So looking at it, definitely needs a good cleaning. This gentleman was here a long time, so a lot of cobwebs. So we'll get that taken care of. Back wall, as you can see, needs painted, and get that taken care of. There's some grease or something on the floor here as well. We'll have to get some of our floor dry on that. But other than that, good looking unit, really good. All the garage doors working properly, smooth. Just got some mud dauber nest up here, but that's to be expected. Little spider. But we got a fun-filled day. We just had to stop here real quick. Let's hop into the video, TQ.
Let's do it.
All right, so you guys remember last fall, I picked this little unit up for bed edging, really just trying to cut down on the labor cost and how long it takes us to do bed edging. We'll still do some hand edging. I love actually hand edging with an edging tool. I've changed the spark plug, changed the fuel out. I cannot get any kind of spark. Took the cap off here, and everything's connected properly. I just can't get a spark to get it to fire, and that kind of stinks because it's got compression. When I took the spark plug out, here's the old one. I changed it, which it didn't look horrible, but I went ahead and put a new one in it. I just can't get anything out of it. Tried choking it, got it off choke now. Just isn't giving me anything, and I'm tired of pulling it. So we need this thing to be running. We're gonna run it to sleigh bobs real quick. Stinks. All right, guys, so I went ahead and decided to pull the fuel line off real quick just to get the little bit of fuel out of it, because I'm like, man, if it's old gas, you know, just that old gas will stop it from firing up. Put it back on after just a few drops came out, really fired right up. Bad gas. Where do you want me to test this? All right, guys, so this engages that little gear down there to start pulling it along. So this one here raises and lowers that. So watch, whenever I engage this, it'll start moving. See that? So you'll see it start to work its way down. So now it's down to its proper depth, and we can go ahead and disengage it. All right, so I wanted to show you, we're gonna widen this bed out as it is, just because we came in a little narrow here on the corner. But this is exactly what it does. So typically you'd have to come through, cut all this by hand. And you might still have to now you can come through with a shovel as well. I'm just kind of giving you guys a demonstration real quick. This area here, I needed to go a little deeper. Our ground's all clay here, guys, so that's why you can, if you can't tell, the sod's not staying together. It just breaks apart. This ground here is all loose. So this here I'll just dig out by hand. All right, guys, grabbed a edging tool real quick, just because this area here is just completely broke down. The clay, like I told you, is pretty bad in our area. But once we get up here, we should be able to start pulling it out again. It's got some sod. If you guys don't know, clay is awful to try to edge. And if you can't tell, see how it fills right back in? I mean, you can almost not even tell there was a line there. Sticks to everything. All right, so I wanted to show you one other thing here as well. TQ wants to come in. This is how soft our ground is, guys, and why we can't get on them just yet. If you notice, just that trenching tool, which only probably weighs about 70, 80 pounds, look at how far just the tire alone sank down in. That's probably 2 inches, I would say. All right, so about 7 minutes worth of work, but I wanted to show you real quick kind of the difference between where the clay is and where the sod is, kind of mixed with good soil. So as you can see here, this is all clay. So we didn't get a real good cut with the sod cutter. So with the clay, it just kind of breaks apart or sticks together like glue. But then as you come down through here, TQ just started right here where it kind of started falling apart right here in front of the air conditioning unit. But come around here to where we had good sod, where you saw me pulling it out, and it cut perfect. Okay, so nice and clean, very little cleanup. And then you come right along, and then right here it kind of started breaking down, which we anticipated, guys, because this ground hasn't had a ton of time to settle as it is, and it's clay. But we had the stone all done last year around the basement, had the glass block windows done, so a lot of this area was disturbed. But I just wanted to point that out to you. I mean, just a huge difference. So about 20 minutes in, 25 maybe, got this edge here where it was all busted up. We just put a lot of this in here because underneath the rock where they did it, it just kind of eroded away a little bit. So put a lot of that up in here. We'll go ahead and put another weed barrier down before we add the rest of the rock. But just wanted to give you a general idea. This area right here is super soft, so not going to mess with it too much more, but the rest of it looks really good. Let's take a quick look at it. For less than a half an hour, I'll take it. Yeah. And we typically do that all by hand with the edging tool, so. protecting it till next year. DQ's like, hey, since we can't go start a job, why don't we tackle this door here real quick, kind of trying to stay on top of things. And I'm gonna help her as much as I can. But that bed edger worked really, really well. What'd you think?
It was very impressive. I've never seen one work in person, and for some reason I thought the blade like spin like this.
No.
But it literally cuts. It's nice.
So they have a few different styles. That would be like a disc one. They do have one that spins. Those are really nice too. They kind of roll it over as it cuts. It really depends on how much you want to spend. So like those ones, we bought that one used for $750, I think.
Yeah.
And you know, they're typically a couple $2,000 to $3,000 unit depending on, you know, time of the year and availability. So they're actually really hard to get. But let's go ahead and hop into this real quick. Old door is out, and long story short, I'm guessing this is where the old door was, because this is pressure treated, and then they added pine to it on each side. So I'm gonna run and get two new pressure treated boards, because I don't want just this regular pine, even though it looks like it's okay at the bottom. So yeah, TQ is gonna work on getting the old caulking up, cleaning up this little bit of mess. I'm gonna run and get two pressure treated just because we already have it out. Why not go ahead and just replace them real quick? And yeah, we'll move on from there. Just got back from getting the pressure treated wood. Gonna get these old 2x4s out of the way and get the new ones in. But you'll see here, the right side came out perfectly fine. The left side was a whole different ball game. So the board came off perfectly fine, but what came along with it, I wasn't anticipating. Basically, the sheet of plywood behind it with the siding completely ripped off with it, guys. And looking here, I had to show TQ as well. You know, the whole entire sheet of plywood in that corner, wrapping around the back corner of the garage here, is soaking wet. And I think the gutter was leaking behind the siding, and it just completely was soaking wet, molded over. And I told her, I said, I can't knowingly cover this back up. We got to get it out of here. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here in 1 second. All right, guys, so got the boards out, got the treated boards in, and discovered up here we had a leak. So this whole board here was soaking wet. The plywood, you can kind of see here. If I look back in here, you can kind of see. So I'm gonna stop for right now because I had to take this siding off, which isn't a problem to put that back on. But the wetness just continues going up and up and up. So what I'm gonna do is get somebody else to look at it, because I want to take any of the bad stuff out before we go closing this back up. So I'm going to call somebody that has more expertise at this than I do, and see if we can locate where that leak is. I'm assuming probably going into that siding behind the gutter, yeah, and then coming down the back end side of the wall. But I want to get that taken care of, so I'm going to hold off on the door for the day. And yeah, things don't always go as planned, but you got to keep moving ahead. And it's not a big deal. This is just an exterior room of the house, so right, it's not like we'll be exposed or anything. It'll just be open for a day or two.
We'd rather have it done right than done wrong, right, and then have it be done again. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good
Yeah.
job. Good job.
Thanks, you too.
Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. As always,
Keep mowing.
keep growing.
Keep making money, boys.
We'll talk to you later.
TQ out.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.